Well, good morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. That's the 10th in August. And we are leaving Degerhamn. Beautiful weather. Sun, blue sky. Little wind, but we do what we can. Very nice, beautiful harbor. Hope I can come back sometime. It's very calm and quiet here. Not too deep. It's actually 1.7 meters, so it's not too much, but it's working. So to first Marcus. Very narrow, but it's okay for smaller boats. Speed. Let's have a little bit more speed. Aye. There we are. So we are sailing rather slow today, south, but it's beautiful. It's sun and blue sky, and here comes the lighthouse Ölands Södra Udde, and it's getting rather close now, so it's getting time to tack and go take a turn in against the Swedish mainland. But even though we only have about 2 knots, which is rather slow, still have good sailing, and it's moving. So we made a tack and going against the Swedish mainland. We actually got a little bit better speed, 2.9 knots, and yeah, we're keeping 260 degrees, so it's almost west, a little bit southwest, but that's okay. So the wind have picked up a little bit, and that's good. So now we can keep about 4.5 knots. That's good. Much better. You can still see the lighthouse on Öland, but we can also see Swedish mainland at the other side. So the gap between Öland and, which is also Sweden, but the Sweden mainland and Öland it's not so wide. And with 4.5 knots we will do that in a reasonable time, I think. Sunshine, blue sky, another sailboat in the distance. And I think I can view a few sailboats up closer to the mainland as well. Well, it's good sailing weather. There's a spinnaker. Yeah, it's good sailing weather today. Coast Guard, I think he's going before us. Problem. check every time, so we have another boat here with the spinnaker. That's perfect sailing weather like this. Nice boat, nice sailing. Oh, good evening. Now it's 9 o'clock in the evening. On the port side we can really see the man in the moon. So the moon come up, and at the same time really the sun is going down on the other side. So that is also very interesting. Not so much wind, but I'm planning to go inside Karlskrona, and that will still take some hours, but that's my plans for tonight. Well, what a night. We have like a full moon here. It's good light. And it's about 11 o'clock in the evening, so I'm sailing into Karlskrona here. So it's a little bit dark, but the moon really helps a lot. Now we are approaching Karlskrona here in the middle of the night. There's a lot of markers here, so it's very good arranged, so it's no problem to find the way. And it's not so dark because we really have a strong moon here lighting up basically everything. So very nice night sailing. So now it's 1:15 in the middle of the night, and we are approaching the harbor in Karlskrona. We have already passed the outer pier here, so they have really a well protected harbor here. But we will continue here to a smaller harbor for sailing boats and others. So we'll see how it looks. Well, we are slowly approaching the harbor, but I must say it's a beautiful view. The moon, the lights when you come into this harbor here, and it's almost calm in the water. Really fantastic. So now we have finally arrived in Karlskrona, and we are tied up actually in the middle of the city, so that's great. And now I have been sailing for a while, so I was tacking actually all the way. So now I am going to eat something, and after I'm going to sleep. Good night. Hello everybody. We have just sailed out from the place where we stayed tonight in Karlskrona, So we just got up the mainsail, and it goes a little bit slow right now. I think we need the foresail to get somewhere, but beautiful weather. I think can be good sailing today. Yes, and now we get the foresail as well, so now it's much better. Good sailing. We see if we come late today because I come so very late in the night, so I had to sleep a little bit. But we start at 12 o'clock today, and now we see where we can go. They say it's going to be very low winds coming days. Let's see how far we can come now. Oh, nice old sailboat with a gaff rig. Beautiful. So hello everybody, now it's about 2 o'clock afternoon, and we have been able to take us all the way out from Karlskrona. There's a lot of markers and buoys and things like that. So anyway, now we are out on the sea. Great sun, blue sky. Now we see what we can do today because we started late, so we'll see where we can come. Sailing into the sun. A little bit bumpy, I can say, but still it's okay. We keep about 4.4 knots now, so I'm fine with that. Although the waves stop us up a little bit sometimes. It's good sailing. Hello everybody, good evening. Now it's 9 o'clock in the evening. We are tacking our way up against Simrishamn, but the wind has gone down, so we are doing about 3.5 knots. So I suppose that is okay. We have had good sailing, I must say that, so far I am pleased with that. And we can see that now sun is going down, but I think there is no clouds, so that can be a clear night, not so dark. That's always good, because I think it will be a long night sailing to get to Simrishamn due to the winds. But that's alright, no problem. So, even though it's a little bit chilly here in the evening, I have good clothes, and of course I have my tea. Cheers. Very good. Alright, now the moon is coming up. Sailing like this actually all times of all hours of the day and night, really give some beautiful experiences. And it's coming up rather quickly, I must say. The man in the moon. I think humans should enjoy nature much more and fight less, and we would have a much better world. But now we have a beautiful scenery here, because on the other side still we cannot see the sun anymore, but we can certainly see the light from the sun, which still is rather strong. And then we turn around, we see the man in the moon coming up. A little bit bumpy in the sea, but the wind has gone down, so that is what you expect, I guess. We do what we can. We are anyway doing 2.5, sometimes 3 knots, so that's alright. I have time to drink my tea and relax. Now he's there. And it's actually possible to see the eyes, the nose and the mouth. So he's there, the man in the moon. Well, that's good. He can make things easier in the night. It will be lighter, nicer for us who is sailing around or doing something else. So now I have set my navigation light, and actually I have a double set of this, which of course only one set should be used each time, but I do have one set down here, one white in the back. We have a red and a green in the front of the boat, and of course a white up in the mast for when I use the engine. But sailing out like this on the sea, I usually use my navigation light up in the top of the mast, which also is white, red and green. And that is simply because that will be... Oh yes, I spoke a little about navigation lights. I do have double sets of this. I have one set down, one is white in the back of the boat. I have a red green in the front and a white one for the when I drive around the engine. But I also have a red, white and green one up in the mast, in the top of the mast. And that one I use when I'm sailing, and I'm sailing out on open sea, because then it will be about 12 meters up from the water, and that will be easier to see for the ships and so. But of course you can never use these both sets of lights at the same time. And if I run the engine, I have to use the lower ones. And the lower ones are better to use inside an archipelago, and so where you want to have the lights on a lower level. But I think you can see the white on there. It's red. It's of course it's white, red and green, but you can see the white light up in the mast. Yeah, now it's midnight, and oops, wind is changing a little bit, but it's rather okay. You see here, but we have very beautiful moon here, so it's not really dark. It's okay visibility, I can say. Let's see if we can get this right, and we can see how much knots we can have. I think we can have about 2.5. It's not so much, but since there is expected to be maybe 2 or more days without any wind, I would like to use this, the wind that is, so we at least can get to Simrishamn before the wind totally stops. But nice sailing in the night. It's not really cold, it's a little chilly, but it's not really cold, so I feel very okay. And here we are meeting another sailboat. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. He still got his lights up, but I just closed mine because it's light enough now. So interesting to see there is someone else sailing here in the night. I also turned on my heater, so I can feel a little bit warmer. That's good. Well, 9:30 in the morning, the 12th of August. It looks like this outside, not so far away from Simrishamn. And there is basically no wind. It's a little bit in the air, so we are doing a knot. But it's fantastic weather. The sun is strong and I don't really see any real clouds, so it's hot and nice. But we will see when we get to when we can get to Simrishamn. That I don't know. I see another sailboat. Well, what a day. Basically no wind, but sometimes we get a little bit. And right now we have 1.7 knots, so we are moving a little bit. We have a little bit, 20 nautical miles to Simrishamn. So that will take the rest of the day to get there. But it's okay, I'm not in a hurry, and it's beautiful weather, sunshine, blue sky, and actually a lot of sailing boats today. Some are cheating and using their engine, but I think it's better to relax and take some sun. So this has been a long sailing from Karlskrona. Started good afternoon yesterday, and then yeah, in the night the wind basically disappeared, so I got nowhere. But okay, I could relax and sleep in the boat while just standing still. And now we have Simrishamn. I can see it in the for over here, and I think we'll be there in about 2 hours. So it's a little wind, so I started the engine, take little engine assisted sailing, so we get there in a reasonable time, because I am rather tired now. But I don't complain. It's beautiful weather. We still have sun, we have blue sky, we have, yeah, the sea has been almost flat like this all the time. And there's another sailboat coming. I suppose he's going to Simrishamn as well. So long but very nice sailing anyway. So now it's about 7:30 in the evening. We are approaching Simrishamn. That will be nice. We have had fantastic sailing weather. Sun, blue sky, but very little wind sometimes. That is of course something you want to have a little more, but sailing. But the weather is fantastic anyway. Well, good morning. 9 o'clock in the morning in Simrishamn. Look how it looks. Fog. Not much to see. There is a sun up there, I can see that. So hopefully this fog goes away with the sun. Because now it's not good, not too good for sailing. Yeah, there's come more boats here in the night. So now we have arrived in Simrishamn.